Okay, so what you guys have right now, this is kind of my idea for like good apple, bad apple, okay? So this is like my version of a bad apple. So what happens is it doesn't look three-dimensional. It looks really, really flat. The idea is it's shaded really nicely. Like if we look, it's really, really smooth. It has a really good value change from dark to light. But it just looks like a nice shaded in circle. It doesn't have form. Form is the illusion of 3D. So we want to fake people out and make this look like it's three-dimensional. This one has better form. This one looks more three-dimensional, and it's because my values are actually placed in the proper areas to make it look 3D. So I have a bright white highlight, and then I have what we call a core shadow. Then we have reflected light, and then we have the regular base color here on the right side of the apple. So it makes it look a lot more three-dimensional. This one looks more realistic than this one. So we're going to talk about how to layer those colors to get there, okay? Just like this apple looks more 3D because the values are placed in the right place. Well, we can't actually make a good three-dimensional form if we don't understand how to layer the colors. So what I want you guys to do right now is I have 3 colors. These are my 3 colors. My base is going to be a regular green. I'm going to take my lightest color, okay? We're going to make 3 boxes because I have 3 different values of green. So I'm going to make a really small box. You can see it's not very big. You guys can do this now. And since I have 3 colors, I'm going to divide it into 3s. This one is going to be pure white. Now, I want you guys to watch me shade these boxes in. Do you see how sharp my pencil is? Very, very, very sharp. I'm not going to press down at all on this, okay? Actually, you need to make another box. I'm not going to press down on this at all. I'm just going to lightly fill in. And I'm doing little tiny circles. And this is what we call a base layer. So little ovals to fill in. I'm going right over the top. What we're going to do is we're going to make an example of what these values actually look like. Okay, this is not coloring well. We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing this, okay? It's all light values. So you guys are doing that right now. We're going to leave this one white. No pressure, just little circles. And I'm going to try to erase this out since I gave you a bad example. Colored pencils are waxy. They like to be layered, but they're really hard to lift out if we don't do a good job to start. Okay, so I want you to think about this being number 1 layer. We're going to do it again, and we're going to make the same box, except this time I'm going to color the whole thing again because I want you guys to see the process. Light layer. So you guys see how I have 3 boxes here? Now that I've done my first layer, my next layer is going to be with my darker green. So I'm going to lightly press over the first 2. Light pressure, and you guys can see that we're going to start getting some contrast. Again, look how sharp my pencil is. If you guys see when I'm layering it, I actually kind of rotate my pencil a little bit. I'm only going to fill in the first 2 boxes because this is going to show me that that is my second layer. So what we have going on is my first layer, I have bright white, and I've shaded my first layer around bright white really lightly. Then my second layer, I have bright white, I have my lightest base color, And then I'm starting to apply my darks. So my third layer already has my lightest base, which I'm having trouble because I haven't sharpened my pencil. So I'm going to run into having trouble getting a smooth base to it. So we want to make sure that by this one we probably should be sharpening our pencil again. And then we're going to add our base of our darker value. And again, it's just, I'm not pressing hard at all. The nice thing is, when you guys feel like you need to change pressure of your colored pencil, then it's probably time to go to a darker color. I want you to think like that. Okay, I'm pressing harder. I probably should just get a darker color instead. And now our third layer is going to end up with my third coat. And you guys can realize that my next color, my last, was what we have next to us on the color wheel. So I'm choosing to add blue to my green. And now what you guys are realizing in a really good visual that you created is my first layer is going to have pure white with a light base. My second coat is going to end up with all my white highlights and a light base plus a little darker areas. It's like medium values. And then my last layer is going to end up with the darkest of darks. Now, if you guys think this is too blue for your green, you can come back with your other green again and maybe do another layer. So you might be able to make it a little bit more green than blue. So now you have a nice transition with all values.